to the Thursday edition of Sports This Morning. It gives us so much pleasure to be here this morning, especially on a day like this where our hearts and minds are with the Flying Eagles right there in New Zealand. Well, my name is Yemi Adebayo, and that's how we welcome you to the show this morning. In case you're joining us for the first time, we always love to have you contribute to the program, and this is how you can do that on the show. Your views and your thoughts are very important to us, and as we say, you are an integral part of everything that we do here on the show. All right, so that's how you can do it. On Facebook, you can just post your comments, your thoughts, your observation or advice, as the case may be. And on Twitter, you can get your views across to us on the official Twitter handle of channels_sports, and of course on my own personal handle as well. You can get your views across to us. All right, let's quickly take a look at the stories making the rounds in this part of the world. Stories making the headlines. Let's quickly give that to you as we go on the show. Of course, we start with our girls. They're aiming high after the 3-3 draw with Sweden. The girls are saying they can make it out of the group of death. The action begins in the 2015 edition of Copa America as host Chile take on Ecuador later today. Brazil legend Zico steps forward. He once declares his intention to contest in the elections and possibly become the next FIFA president after Sepp Blatter leaves the stage. And the money man, also the money maker, is being described as the richest, the guy that has earned more money in 2015. He has earned more money than anybody, according to the Forbes magazine. Okay? Those are the headlines, the top stories, news making the rounds from this part of the world. Let me quickly introduce to you my partner on the show this morning, and it's no other than Tayo Salam.
Yeah, me.
You barely made it in.
Oh, yeah, we made it in, but for obvious reasons, we're monitoring the game between Germany and Nigeria, and unfortunately right now, Nigeria's down by one goal. Yeah.
Could have been worse.
Yeah, could have been worse. Joshua Nhaolo is actually coming for a bit of criticisms.
Lately?
Yeah, lately, but then in this game, we have to give him his credit. He's kept the team in the game. He's kept Nigeria in the game so far. Still 1-0, and you might say there's another 45 minutes to play. That's enough time for Nigeria to try and come back in the game. But then the way the game is going so far, we have to admit, we're under immense pressure.
All right, let's give to you a confirmation of the score. Tayo just gave you an in. Just in case, by any chance, you're not watching, we won't let you miss much. We'll just be updating you. We expect that we will be interrupted a lot of times as the results come. This is what it was at halftime. By now, the guys should be back on the pitch. But at halftime, it was Germany 1, Nigeria 0. And the Germans were comfortable. It didn't look, we didn't threaten them at any moment, in the game.
Yes, you're spot on, Yemi. We're very slow out of the blocks. I don't know what the reason
was.
Yeah, well, because you usually expect Nigeria to come out flying and try and take the game to the Germans very early in the game. It wasn't the case, and the Germans, took advantage of that and went ahead quite early in the game. I think it was around the 19th minute.
Yeah,
it was a cracker of a shot. I know the goalkeeper might be a little bit culpable for that particular strike, because I thought he should have done better with his attempt at making a save, but it wasn't meant to be. 1-0 to Germany, another 45 minutes to play, and it's going to be a very hard one now. It would be very hard for Nigeria to come back, but they have all the time in the world.
45 minutes is a big time in football. All right, we were hoping that we were going to be able to bring the papers to you, but we're going to quickly take a look at the papers as we expect to be interrupted with the good news if it comes. That's if Nigeria gets to score or if if the Germans had another goal, but we are hoping that would not be the case. But sorry, let me quickly run through the headlines. I'd like you to react to some of the top stories. Sporting Life is what we start with this lovely Thursday morning, and driving offense, talking about Jose Mourinho. He's been banned for 6 months, probably still celebrating.
That's a very interesting one because he's been caught going over the limits and he's got to pay the price for it. And I heard someone joking that it's a perfect opportunity for Jose to finally park the bus or park his car.
Literally. Okay, other stories are here. You have Bayern blood £44 million for, deal for Di Maria. You have PSG pull out of Peter Cech race, and a whole lot of other stories. Keshi begs fans to support Eagles. Let me allow you to comment on that. Really, we're talking about prayers, and we're playing Chad, and I'm beginning to wonder how prayers will come into this. You know, fans become supporters, give us. I don't know.
Yeah, no. I mean, you have to understand that the memories of the fans have about the Super Eagles is not a very good one. So you can understand why Keshi wants the fans to actually support the Eagles on Saturday. Yeah, it's very important that the support will be very necessary in that game. Never mind that we're playing just Chad. Okay, it's going to be a very tough game.
All right, Complete Sports today, talking about Top Corner, talking about the Swiss police raid on the FIFA office. We'll talk about that much later. And also Keshi saying that AFCON 2017 is a must. I mean, we need not add anything to that. It's a must. And this interesting one, Mourinho to decide Moses Stoke fate. Jose Mourinho to decide if Victor Moses will go back to Stoke next season or will be a Chelsea player. But I think, let me put you on the spot. If you were Jose, what would you do with Victor Moses?
The very obvious one, it has to be allowing Victor Moses go back to Stoke.
Regular football.
Definitely. It's very key. Right now, it doesn't seem to figure in the plans of Jose Mourinho at all. So why would you want to keep such a player? Let him go, playing Stoke, continue to develop his game. Still a very young player. Remember that, so still in his early 20s. So they need to play games at this stage of their career. Moses definitely has to go back to Stoke.
Okay, all right. So our last paper for review, as we expect any to be interrupted with any news, but I understand that it's still 1-0 as the result stands. Well, world richest Ronaldo topples Messi, valued at 79.6 million. You look at these figures and you're wondering if we're in the right business.
Yeah, that's how it goes. That's the talent industry for you. They make all the money while we do all the talking. Okay. It's a shame. Yeah.
Shame, really. Okay. Talking about New Zealand 2015, we're looking at teams on the top corner of Soccer Star today. You have United States, Mali, Zambia, Senegal advance as Ghana. Obviously, they lost. They lost out. I hope that Nigeria will not be part of the teams that will crash out.
Yemi, I was going to go to that Mali, incredible team. I just want to take you back to 1999. We met them in the quarterfinals of Nigeria 99. I remember then when we hosted, and they beat us really good in that quarterfinal match. I think it was
Seydou Keita.
Exactly, Mamadou Diarra.
Yes.
Mamadou Bakayoko. They absolutely destroyed Nigeria in that game, and a lot of Nigerians are actually thinking, okay, perhaps this might be payback time for the Flying Eagles.
If we are able to cross the German hurdle.
Exactly, but it's not looking that way.
It's not looking that way right now.
It's not looking that way.
All right, so that's what it is. We'll get back to the other stories in and around. There's also the FIFA Women's World Cup. Matches will be played tomorrow. Matches that involve our dear Super Falcons. All right, let's see if we can get the results to you. Yesterday's results, you talked about one of them.
Yes.
Africa is guaranteed a spot in the quarterfinal because of what happened between Mali and the team they beat, and Senegal. Surprise, surprise. Okay, that's it on screen. Okay, these are the matches currently going on now. Some of those results have changed. We'll get that to you. I know that there have been goals in some of the other matches, but Australia-Uzbekistan concluded. That's the early game for today. So we'll bring you more updates.
Yeah, so you know, but the game that we're really concerned about here is the Nigeria journey. You know, so right now we're still behind, and hopefully before the end of the show, we might get a good reason to smile.
Okay,
Yeah.
we hope we will have a reason to smile. As we told you, that game is ongoing, and some other matches are going on side by side with the game involving Nigeria. But like Tayo said, I mean, who really cares about the other games?
We don't
going
care.
on? We really care about Nigeria. But if anything happens in those games, surely we will let you know. But definitely, you need to know the hearts and minds with the Flying Eagles right there in New Zealand. Let's talk about Super Eagles.
Yes.
At the press conference yesterday,
Yeah.
Costa Rica, she said, you know, just support us, pray for us, do whatever you have to do, but don't expect a miracle.
Yeah.
Don't
yeah.
expect a miracle.
I don't get that miracle part. I don't get that magic part, because you really don't need magic to be Chad. All you need is a very good team, a very
Good tactics.
good tactics, and a well-prepared side to beat Chad. That shouldn't be such a big deal. But him calling on the fans to support the team, I think it's the way to go. And the players really need to feel the support of Nigerians in going into that game. We know they failed to qualify for AFCON 2015, and a lot of Nigerians are still disappointed with that fact. But then it's time to move on now.
Yep.
It's a new era, basically, for the coach and for the Super Eagles coming in for a second stint in charge. And let's just give them a new slate.
All right, okay, so that's it. Let's just be moderate in our expectation with the Super Eagles qualifying for the 2017 Nations Cup is top priority. Getting there is all that matters, not really how we play for now.
Yes.
Let's go on a break. The tire is itching to talk about the bribery scandal rocking FIFA. A lot of things just coming up. And yesterday, the FIFA headquarters was raided by Swiss police. And an interesting thing came out of yesterday. FIFA Secretary General Jerome Valk has some interesting things to say about, you know, the link he has with the 10 million naira bribe coming from South Africa. So let's listen to Jerome Valk, and we'll come back to talk more on the show this morning.